Do, 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 do. No, 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 no. This might be a mistake. Hello, guys. Na 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 da 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 da. Oh, na, na, It should probably just be like banana bumps. Do 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 do. Be together. I'll be all my life. All my life. Time for another Leafy deck. All right, let's start. Here we go. Another Leafy. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today we are doing Leafy package with Potted Powerhouse. This card has actually changed, besides for the fact that now it's a 5 cost 4/4 at the beginning, not 3/3. The fact that Leafy cards became so incredibly good in the recent balance patches, it really actually made Potted Powerhouse sort of on the side also be a much better. Leafy package is going to be 4 copies of Bonk Choy. You're basically always also going to run 4 copies of Clickbait. Not because it's a Leafy card, it's not. It's just a really good tempo card. And then 4 copies of Cabbage. If you play your Bok Choy on Heights on turn 1 and put your Cabbage in front of it, you end up with 5 damage in a lane that's blocked by a 4 health monster. This is really, really OP. So we're going to call this Baggage. Then you can always go turn 2 Cabbage pulled on Heights, and the next turn in lane 2, typical Beanstalk. That gives you a 2 cost 3/4 on turn 2, and then a 3 cost 3/4 draw a card on turn 3. We're calling this Average Cabbage. Thank you, YouTube comment section. The other Leafy cards that we have, because we're running Captain Combustibles, Poison Ivy, and this is not only a hard hitter, but it's also going to be a very good base for your Savage Spinach. So you got your Baggage, your Average, Cabbage, Savage. It working out just great. But yeah, it's sort of like the old way we used to play this with Solar Flare and then evolve Elderberry on top of it, because you got the 5 damage, it gets fronted, so now instead you can just put your Savage Cabbage right on top of Savage Spinach, right on top of that. Any of the Leafy cards are a good buff for the Savage Spinach. The cool thing about Leafy decks right now is the fact that they establish tempo much stronger than they ever used to. Savage Spinach is best. Of course it's buffing cards in your hand, but it is best played on a board that you have a lot of guys on. And because of the incredible tempo, you know, the versatility of Bok Choy does make it survive a lot more because now it has team up, and then you just have insane tempo. And I mean, these cards are just so difficult for most zombie decks to remove when they are played on curve, and you should have a nice fat field either on turn 4 or 5 to play your Savage Spinach on it. The cool thing now about Potted Powerhouse too is that since you're able to establish these strong, very stat heavy boards and then play Savage Spinach on top of it, you don't really need Potted Powerhouse to be in your starting hand at all. In order for it to be good, as long as you can top deck it within the first 4 or 5 turns, and then you play your big Savage Spinach on a wide board, this thing will just grow. 5 cost, 10-8 is like going to be the average stats, because it really just has to grow, 4 times. Including all the Savage Spinach buffs, and then it gets also 2 extra attack from the Savage itself in your hand. So that's awesome. I'm only running 2 copies of P-Patch in this deck. We're not really running the Gatling. That would be a good card to run maybe in a different deck, but we're running a couple of these. It is a decent setup for your P-Patch on 2, and then you can play this next to it on typical Beanstalk on turn 3. You can also put the Savage Spinach on the P-Patch, and then it grows to insane stats. I think it's going to be 7-8 stats once it is evolved, so that is also really good synergy since this has a fusion and this has an evolution. The big finisher in this deck, of course, is going to be Potted Powerhouse. Otherwise, we're doing this with Captain Combustible not only for the Poison Ivy, but you have some removal cards. These are very good tempo cards. This is a tempo deck, an aggressive tempo deck. Also, just the time to shine really makes Potted Powerhouse a lot more worth it. A lot of times, though, just playing Potted Powerhouse as value is going to be good, especially because then you can Espresso Fiesta it later and it can do an insane amount of attack. Otherwise, Meteor Strike, again, good tempo card. Blazing Bar can fix a trade, can add damage, and Embiggen, of course, another tempo card. So very tempo heavy deck. Let's get right into the game. So hope you guys enjoy, and we will start the bets. If you think we are going to win 6 out of 8 games today, vote yes. 5 out of 8 is going to be a no. Betting our fries over here at the live stream, twitch.tv/FryEmUp. Maybe eventually I'll do it again with Green Shadow and with Lily Pad. It's so much fun. Alright, so we have a little bit of control. It's a little bit too much control. We're really looking for the Cabbage Pult. We'll get rid of this. Alright, we didn't find the Cabbage Pult, but we can draw into it theoretically. I'm gonna try to save the Bok Choy both as being a catalyst for the typical Beanstalk and also for the Savage Spinach. So we'll use Meteor there and actually save the Bok Choy. Definitely playing this a lot differently than we would have in the past. Heights, we very likely are going to want to team up something like possibly next turn. If you play this in a lane teamed up with a Leafy and it's not next to a Leafy, it doesn't conjure a card or get the buff, which is annoying. We probably should play around Trapper territory here. It's not that important. There's not a lot of people running Trapper. I'm going to not play around Trapper and actually save Heights for one of the 4 Cabbage Pults that we're running in this deck. That is fine. If we get like a really good, if he plays maybe a Gravestone here, it's possible I'll just forego the card and place this in front. It's kind of hard to do that. And now we have Potted in hand. So that's awesome. Alright, so we're going to go here. We could also just go with the Poison Ivy. It's more damage. It's really hard for him to take it out. Really hard. I feel like we're going to get teleported or something here. Alright, I'm going to go with the heavier tempo play. The cool synergy also between Poison Ivy and Potted Powerhouse is right when you play Poison Ivy, this grows by 4. So it does buff the Potted Powerhouse. And then if they put a minion in front of it and you remove that minion, it then grows again by 4. That's how Potted Powerhouse interacts with the anti-heroes. He did go beam me up, which is okay. It doesn't look like we'll have a great Savage Spinach anymore. Keeping this alive would have really been good. Maybe this in front was better. We don't have a... I mean, we can go Poison Ivy and then the Click P dies. It's not bad going face with Poison Ivy here. We can also just go 2 and 1. The click fee also grows the potted. I'm gonna say no more pressure is better. So we're gonna do it like this. Okay. Wow, so he's just taking all this on the chin here. They'll probably block the 5. Alright. Give us a gift. This is actually a cool card with Savage Spinach, theoretically. Because this will be a 4-1 amphibious, which is kind of crazy. A little trick, by the way, when you play Savage Spinach, you know, usually it doesn't matter. Usually you can play it and then play your cards. Make sure you always play your other cards first and play Savage Spinach last, because Potted Powerhouse grows only for minions on the board growing, not in your hand. So playing this first will actually give a little bit extra to the potted. What the hell is this? K? Is he running this? It's actually a mustache deck. I guess I should have known that. For all my life. It looks like 1 and 4 is the play, right? And then we'll put the Savage Spinach here. It's nice to get the bullseye, but probably taking out the amphibious is just better here. We're taking significantly more. Just the block meter is gonna. We'll be down to 6 with almost no block meter. Here we'll have 6 with a block meter. I think I'm actually gonna value the bullseye more than the amphibious. We'll see if this ends up being a mistake. But yeah, Pata goes to 12-10. Not a bad day at the office. And again, very little. He's gonna. I guess he can bungee lane 1. No, he had no answer. Wow. All right. So again, we'll be down to 6 here, which is not a comfortable position. But at least we'll have some blocks if we cannot be rolling 1s here. Please, okay? Bruh. Man. Potted in 1 basically makes... I mean, he could go for Bad Moon Rising. It feels like Bad Moon Rising, doesn't it? What's the other play? Espresso Fiat, like, we don't need this. And then we're really exposing ourselves. We are blocking probably this turn. So playing in lane 1 and playing around Viking is probably the way. 5 and 5 doesn't win, so Viking wins no matter what here. We could go 3 and 2. I think that's what I'm going to do. Just play a little bit more defensive since we have a really big Espresso Fiesta coming up next turn, potentially. Damn. So do we want 2 cost 4-3? Or 3 cost... It's dice to chickening, but otherwise it's way better. It's doing so much more damage. Okay, it's doing 2 more damage. What's better, 4-3 or 6-2 here? I think 6-2 is better. He's going for Bad Moon Rising. It also sets up lethal in lanes 1 and 2. So it won't even allow this minion to, you know, be Nurse Garg and heal. So that's going to be lethal. Nice first game. Alright. Nice. I think there's a solid argument there for pot in 1. We died to Teleport Viking though. Teleport Viking 1 would like be guaranteed lethal if we pot in 1. If we had like another 1 drop, that pot in 1 and then like Bonk Choi would have been much better. Alright, so we got 2-3. We'll always ditch Espresso and only keep 1 Potted Powerhouse. Only keep 1 Cabbage. K, alright, it's still good. We don't need to play on turn 1 necessarily. It's nice to start the tempo early, but just 2-3 is really good here. And again, Rust Bolt, I guess his ultimate can answer this, but this is a really overpowered card. A little discussion in the comment section in the last Leafy video. This is... Let's be real, guys. I'm okay with this existing, but it's super OP. It's really, really overpowered. I love playing against Rust Bolt or Extinction Event that reduces the attack and like stats of these cards because the Savage Spinach just gets like a free target now. I love it. Another tip, by the way, is that click P, you usually want to play that in lane 4 in this deck. And the reason is so you can set up your Leafy cards here and your typical Beanstalk. You don't want your click P in the middle lanes, which was usually where we'll put it in a different deck. So now what? We could evolve this already, which is not bad. I also could just go for the typical Beanstalk. It's weird doing this on a non-board. This will give us a 5/6. This gives him a card he can just, you know, he'll be able to rock it. With this, he would need like knockout to take it out. This probably is better. Should I go 3 and 1? It seems weird. I'm gonna go with my gut that says don't just lose this entire board to rocket science right now. Should I do this? It's such a good base for the Savage. We have 2 Savages in hand. If this absorbs a rocket, though, you know, I'm just going to do this for the value now. We very likely are going to top deck another base for Savage. They don't even need to play Savage. Let's just go for the better turn right now. Does have rocket, so playing Savage would have, you know, this is way better. Now we are ahead. It also means that rocket science is gone and won't be able to hit one of these potted powerhouses, which is awesome. I might just spam one, especially he's committing right now. He's not going to have an answer to this. So let's do this. Doesn't really matter where. The fact this is a Leafy card is kind of besides the fact. You can get a, you know, it's anyway good with Leafy decks. It didn't even have to be Leafy. You can end up playing a typical Beanstalk next to this. Also, if they play like Alien Ooze and reduces this to like a 1/1 or a 2/2, it ends up being a good base for Savage Spinach. That has happened when I was preparing this deck. But yeah, we are hitting him on the chin for 8. What did he do? He drew cards? He played like Fun Dead Razor. Really slow. Exceptionally slow, my dear. So we either got 2 plus 4. We can also go just 5 plus 1. It's not bad here. Guess we want to proc the block before, right? Even just 2 and 4 isn't bad. 2, 4. We don't really need this potted powerhouse to grow anymore. I think I'm just gonna do it like this. That's a slow play. That little banana bomb would have been nice because it really prevents him from a bunch of stuff he can do this turn. Like that. Okay. Hopefully we won't pay for not committing the banana bomb here. Probably, though, proccing his block, especially with this potted powerhouse in hand. Look at this board. Also, just notice our health here is still 20. This happens very often that you just will go a whole game without blocking just because of the amount of immense tempo this deck sets up. Thank you, Blank Lemonade. Welcome to the Frimely. See, now on this board... Oh, this goes in the water, too. That's crazy. So I think we'll just play this on the 3-2. It's quite good. That's a lot of tempo. I love it. 5-4, 5-6, 10-6, 5-6. And he's going to need some miracles from these thinking caps here. Looks like the one last turn didn't really do anything. All right. That works. I like the 5-4 amphibious. I don't think we're going to be able to get the bounce from this, but 4-cost 5-4 is totally fine. I love how he got Octopult and he can't kill a single guy. Now we'll just kill this one next turn. Ah, yes he can. Stand corrected. Damn, that's annoying. This can now do 3 base, so it's going to be doing 7, which is awesome. Got Brain Freeze. A little bit lucky. So now what? That eliminated the banana bomb from the equation. This in the water is probably a good idea. It's still 1 off lethal, though. I mean, is hitting him for 5 even good here? It's so funny. It might be hitting him for 5 is not actually good. I think I should just develop Pot here and just have another threat. It doesn't need to grow anymore. Probably hitting him for 5 is correct there, right? 5 and 5 wins. It really puts a lot of pressure on him when we do this. Teleportation zombie. He could play going viral and he'll hit us in lane 1. It doesn't really do much else. Not as scary going viral. Keeps the teleportation zombie alive. That means Banana Bomb's gonna actually hit there, which is awesome. Damn, Parasol actually won that trade. A little crazy, but yeah, this puts him up. This is, I mean, if the block meter behaves and he rolls double 2s, he's gonna be on a 1-turn clock. Yes, roll a 1. That's what we want to see. This, I love this because now the Banana Bomb actually messes up his play. Hell yeah! Oh man, Leafy is so back. All right, so you always get rid of these espressos, and we'll look for a 1. That's a 1. That works. It kills Cheese Cutter. And then 2, 3. Good hand. I loved playing Tempo deck so much. I feel like they haven't worked. Well, we had Triceratops, obviously. I guess that was Tempo. That was kind of boring, though. I like Leafy way better. Wow, you're 1 turn late to the party. I really wanted to get the baggage. Oh well. This is what a lot of beastly heroes are doing against Mega Grow. They go and they put the guy on height so we can't play. Come on, man. You're so annoying. You know what? Screw you. I'm doing it like this. In fact, I'm gonna buff this too. I'm gonna make him pay. Yes! Make him pay. He's taking 8 now. I like not investing. You know, now he has to kill the Weenie Beanie and then we'll just be able to play the cabbage. So it kind of worked out. Now what? Now he has to spend his... We could probably clear this lane if he puts a minion here. He has to spend his whole life defending. That... Okay, well, he has an answer in hand then. But, yeah, he'll just take 5 more. La 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 la. Haha, nice Weenie Beanie, bro. Get betrayed. He has the bungee. But we're still doing 7 here, which is ridiculous. Here's 2. Don't block. Come on, man. Really? He California rolled for a lot there. Damn, he would be so far down right now if he didn't block. It's actually really annoying. The good news is we can play... Baggage! We can play our baggage. Was that better? Or was this better? I don't actually know. My gut is saying this Berry Blast is gonna want to go face. I think I'm gonna just Banana Bomb here. Thank you, Kier.
The Chinese government doesn't want me to leave the addiction. It's unhealthy.
Kier is visiting China right now, apparently. Chickening is fine. Wow, I kind of wish I committed my Poison Ivy now. I'm still gonna go with my gut that says let this charge our block meter and save it. This is gonna be an offensive card, essentially. These two can do 6. That is fine. Like now the meteor goes face. It doesn't matter which order we do this in, right? Wow, game mechanics. I didn't think it would make a difference, but the Potted Powerhouse did grow. So here's what happened there real quick. Is that we played the Poison Ivy. It got the Anti-Hero 5. Then this hunted. It happened really quick because the animations go very fast. But then this went here, and now it's going to make a difference because this actually grows the Potted Powerhouse twice against hunts if you have a removal card. I didn't think it would make a difference. I literally wasn't... I thought... I just wanted to show you that once you clear it, it grows the Potted Powerhouse. I had no idea that would happen twice. That was crazy. He might not have an answer to the 5-3 here either. That's fine. We have another cabbage in hand, but if he goes down to 5 here, he's roasted. Maybe this will be... This still is 3 after getting... Love that. After getting extinction. I really want to get Time to Shine one time. I've been practicing this deck, and I still have never gotten, like, Time to Shine with Potted Powerhouse ever, ever, ever. Which is silly. Okay, the hell is that? Why not play that here, though? What? Bruh? He has 2. What? How does he deal with a 10-10? He doesn't. That's how. Ah! Suddenly smoke bomb. No, he's done. Bro is cooked. Yes. Yes. It's a 5-cost 10-10. It's not a bad card. I feel like Potted Powerhouse with Leafy package is so good. Everything grows. Even just the little typical beanstalk. Going now from 3 to 3-4, that was such a huge buff. That was a tremendous buff. This whole thing doesn't work without the typical beanstalk buff. Yes. Okay. Bump, bump, bump. Another one bites the dust. Sing it with me, guys. Another one gone. Another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, bump, bump. I love that song. Well, this is going great. We're not even running Sunny Shroom. There is a version with Sunny Shroom, but I don't want to show you guys it. Okay, there's a meme version with Sunny Shroom. There's probably a good version with Sunny Shroom, and I don't even want to think about it right now. Imagine this deck having Sunny Shroom in it, and being able to get early Gatlings and stuff. Doesn't sound fun. Come on. Okay, so this is the decision. These are 2 late game cards, and you really don't need to keep, but we don't want to keep both of these. I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna maybe, this one we can draw into. Man, I wonder if we should just get rid of the potted now and try to get some more tempo. You don't need this in your starting hand. I'm gonna be stupid. All right, we got another 3. If we would have gone like cabbage there, that would have been totally been worth it. We'll see if we can top deck it now. Gotta kill the cheese. I know that seems crazy getting... Oh, we got the Time to Shine too. I mulliganed away the Potted Powerhouse in the Time to Shine game. Yes! Yes! Average cabbage in full effect. We gotta do this. It's gonna get lightning bolted if we play here. So this actually gives us tempo. We're just gonna let this hit our face. Yeah, it's a problem. And he's very smart to be playing this in lane 3 and 4, because 1 and 2 would have made our life a lot easier there. There's Bok Choy. So now what? Kind of annoying. Anyway, not really any options here. We will take the tempo, take the card. I'll take Poison Oak against Boogaloo. You know, Boogaloo's interesting. Really, the only removal card Boogaloo has that's super effective. Why not lightning bolt this one and prevent 3 damage this turn, bro? Okay. But, you know, he has Alien Ooze, but you can always play around that by playing not in an environment. You know, he has, like, Piano. These big cards are actually going to be pretty good against Boogaloo, unless it's Control Boogaloo who's running Locust Arm. Not a very common deck. So, we're probably going to go typical Beanstalk in 3 and then Bok Choy in 1. To at least put some pressure on. Maybe changing plans now. Okay, so Bok Choy here. We'll take the 4. And we'll try to kill this Unlife here. Guess so. What? We'll just play on curve. That Potted Powerhouse would be insane right now. What I'm trying to say is maybe I should have kept Potted Powerhouse against Electric Boogaloo. Seems like it right now. We might. On the other hand, we might end up just getting Poison Oak Espresso Fiesta, which would be pretty crazy. So that was the egg. Above average egg. Wow, it stole the block meter. It's so annoying. So now if he gets rid of the Bok Choy, we usually block anyway. So he's going to go lane 4. The final. Block Meteor would be very decent here. Please. Never lucky. Might as well. Maybe that wasn't right. Do. Another one bites dust. Wow, it's so annoying. Another one bites dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. And another one bites dust. It probably committing the time to shine here is right. This is really, really annoying. It's 5 cost too. It shouldn't even be playable this turn. A 6/6 frenzy, man. So it's probably time to shine defensively because we're gonna die if we don't. And then we'll just play this here to make the good trade. All right, we're a little bit behind now because this unlife is out of control now. I guess he didn't have multiple minions to play that turn. Maybe he did. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But now we're down to 8 instead of being down to, you know, 2. We got Espresso Fiesta locked and loaded, kind of. Another one bites dust. Yep, so the 5/6 is a pretty good trade here. There's no other option. We can go 3 and 2. Kill this one. I think this is right, especially with this espresso in hand. His superpowers are lightning bolt, evaporate, and then backup dancers. Backup dancers would do 1 + 7. Backup dancers would win. I think I'm doing this anyway. They should have made Fruitcake be 3 costs and do 7 instead of 2 costs and do 5. I 100% agree with that. Wow. He got that from like Cheese Cutter, so that's going to be GG's. Damn. All right. Just got out tempo. Simple as that, man. All right, here we go. This game is lame. Okay. So we got our baggage. This is a fine hand. Once you get your 2 early game cards, you can keep both the Savage and the Potted. That's totally fine. We'll see if he has a nibble. But yeah, play this on Heights. Yes. Yes. The cool thing is how good this trades against Cyborg. One of the many cool things. Dude, not cool, bruh. Come on, man. Okay. Playing around the bok choy meta, I guess. Damn. We're still way ahead. Way ahead. Wow, getting double click B here is incredible. So I don't think we want this trade to happen. So we're just going to go click B here. Pretty easy play. I love how the second click B actually will now grow the potted. Instead of 8/8, he'll go to 9/9. It's 2 buffs. Kind of obvious. But yep, just a cool little synergy of the deck. You know, Leafy cards used to require you to run a lot of bad cards. You know what I mean? Bok choy was a below average card. Now it's above average. You know, Cabbage Bolt wasn't even on the map at 2/4. At 3/4, it's incredible. Even the P patch was a bad card, and now it's a good card in the recent balance patch. So, that's the problem when you have a tribe. A tribe that requires you to run below average cards in order to create synergy is never going to be a good idea. But now, Leafy cards are actually good. It's just totally changed everything. Love it. So, we don't have any kind of Leafy stuff to do right now. This could be a Pogo? What gravestone does he front here with? 3 and 1 ain't bad. It does play into Pogo. I could just play the Savage here. I think I'm gonna do it like this. I think I'm gonna grow this too. The Pogo is a pretty bad trade. And it's just rats. So is he running rats in a pet deck? Alright. So this wasn't a hard counter or anything. It's literally just a pet deck. We should be going face for 5 here. Okay. Where? Face? Would you dare go face here, bro? Wow, he's thinking about it. Okay. I'm okay with that. It's just a 2 for 1. We'll be ahead on the board now. That prevents 1 damage. Okay. Kind of happy. Oh, well, it's a 2 for 2 because I did commit my superpower also. All right. In other news, we do have a massive potted powerhouse that even like, I guess a Pogo could do a lot here, or and a Yeti also. Ugh. Well, there's no actual way to play around Yeti, right? All right, so it's gonna be up to RNGesus now. He has a 1 in 3 chance. He could have actually survived there, but he didn't feel like it. He didn't feel like facing a 10-10 for the rest of the game, I guess. Yes, a rare sighting of Pied Piper over here in the Prime upstream. Deck is doing extremely well so far. I was gonna say above expectation, but just from the way the last Leafy deck went, I'm a believer now. This is tough because we don't have a 1 or a 2, so this independently is going to be better. I think I'm going to actually go with that logic here. All right. Do I look for a 1 or do I keep that? I think getting a 1 is always going to be better here. All right. I'll take. If this came off the top of our deck, I definitely didn't want a second one. Bro played on Heights, a noob move against the Mega Grow class. Dude, we have the cabbage. You know I'm running 4. Running 4 is excessive, I'll admit. Whoo, sheesh. Okay. Decision time, babies. This is actually a little bit tough, because 2-3 looks really good here. Really good. It's kind of an even trade. But then we can play the Savage here next turn. This is a good trade, but it means he starts conjuring. And I don't like it. On the other hand, he's just going to conjure the 1 card. This also prevents damage. I'm going to go with this, just because also this 3-1 would make a pretty good base for the... Maybe that's a mistake. I just think this is a really good trade intrinsically over the next couple turns, no matter what we do with these Savage Spinaches. This is kind of easy for Super Brains to kill, though. Maybe that was a mistake. But yeah, we got the average cabbage. Do you guys see what I'm doing there? It wasn't even me. I forget who it was. I should probably give them a shout out, right? I will quickly search for the YouTube comment so I can shout you out. It's from Chai Noach. Chai Noach. Typical beanstalk plus cabbage bowl equals average cabbage. Love it. All right, so now what? The hell? Bro, chill. This will set up a good board to put the Savage Spinach on top. A lot of damage heading towards his face here. We're also blocking. I mean, block like ultimate is incredible here. Oh no, we have ultimate. Blocking Biggin is... no. Okay. He's going to be able to play a bunch of cards now. That's so stupid. Okay. Could you not play another card? Thank you. Meteor. Yes. I'll take the 5 damage anytime. Hell yeah. Top deck a 1-drop, please. Where's Bok Choy? Come on, Bok Choy. I'll take potted on this board, though, man. So we are almost for sure going to play this here. Maybe not. Never mind. This one lives, so we're playing it here. That's awesome. This could end up being a pogo. Go! Worth the risk getting him down to 1. Okay. Alright, so we kind of just wasted our super. God damn it. Really? It's turn 4. It's turn 4, and he played Teleportation Zombie, Total Eclipse, Rocket Science. That's not fair. It's not fair. Damn, we're actually down now. I really want to block and get time to shine. Really, really very much. Okay, so now what? The 4-3 is better than this one, right? I don't need the pot of Powerhouse to get bigger, so we'll play this here. This here, I guess. Dies anyway. Okay. Just letting space-time hit our face. We don't have environments. Don't have a removal card in hand. Not much we can do about that. Wow, that was a good freeze. Did he get this from space-time? He totally did. Bro. He got space-time and he got HG super from a thinking cap. We're still okay. This game is still completely winnable. In fact, I think this is turn 7, right? So we should just be able to espresso in 1 and win, maybe. If this block meter decides to behave. We should have it. Worst case scenario, we'll get time to shine on the block here. We gotta go for this, though. Again, an average block. No way, bro! No way! Plants can't do bonus attacks. Are you freaking kidding me? He got this from Cosmic Dancer just now, which he got from Space Time, by the way. Just saying. What am I? Okay. We'll kill it with Potted Powerhouse. That is so annoying. This is a 2. This I mean, I guess it trades better here and empties this lane, right? Kind of. Logic. That's so annoying. But the good news is, did he play a superpower? He probably is holding Chop, right? He probably is. He didn't play a superpower. I feel like he would have chopped last turn, though. It's fine. He's actually doing a lot of damage to us here. He'll be doing, like, proc the block and then do 6. This doesn't really do anything. He does the little nay-nay. You got the dance moves. Okay, so now that that's gone. Okay, hold on. It just took an extra turn here. Come on. No gravestones. Guys, we might get it. We might. God damn it. God damn it. Should we go for it here? We gotta go for this, right? Don't be something stupid. Is he gonna... Okay, well, we can still do it with the Embiggen. Alright, we're definitely going for this. We fixed it. Do not roll 3. Yes! 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 Got him! He's like, bro, he got Nene. I can't believe it. He got the answer to Espresso Fiesta. If we keep the Espresso Fiesta decks up, maybe Nene becomes a meta, you know? Yes, I'm just calling him Nene from now. We already have Bucket Boy. We're just calling him Nene. Because of his overshoot animation. Alright, we're 5-1. This is going great. There's a Boogaloo. Boogaloo feels like a good matchup because he deals 3, but this deck you can't. Dealing 3 doesn't help. You have to deal 4. I think that's the deal. This is an okay hand. Is it though? I think this one's also worse against like Nibble. I think we're gonna look for an actual curve here. Okay, now what do we do? You always keep Clickbee, I guess. Alright, we'll get rid of you. Is that better or worse? That was probably stupid. Why did I get rid of a 1 and a 2 there? Again, Clickbee on 1, it goes in lane 4. If there's no other reason to put it somewhere else, because you gotta set up your Leafy cards next to each other because of Senior Beanstalk. Like, right now, if I would top deck Shelf Shroom, I couldn't play on Heights because of Cabbage. So if the Clickbee was here, like, am I going to put it here or here? And it messes up, a little bit messes up the typical Beanstalk either way. Yes! Well, it looks like it was worth it. Yes! Yes! Okay, so we're really good to go in this game, man. Double Clickbee. Da, 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 da. Okay. Yep. Da, 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 ba, ba, da. Yeah, it was a crazy game, man. Crazy game, man. Not crazy game, man. That's not what I said. It's a crazy game, man. Does the deck need 2 plant foods and 2 espressos instead? I considered it. I was running 3 espressos, by the way, because it feels 4 feels like brick, but it was just so many games in a row where I just never got espresso and it was really hurting the deck. So I mean, it hasn't really bricked us yet. When we were always mulliganing away from our starting hands. That's the key too, is that if you run more, you don't have to think about keeping it in your starting hand. Like if you're running 3 and you're always mulliganing away, in most games, you're just not going to get one. 4 makes it much more likely. I don't know. I don't really know the exact equation. I'm just going with experience here from playing the deck with 3, and it just didn't feel like enough. Okay. You know, plays around Block Lightning Bolt really well. Puts more tempo on the board. That's all we got to really do here. Maybe 2 plant food, 2 espressos, right? Like that game, you know, we played espresso for the win. The plant food would have really not done anything. I think espressos, like, even with potted Powerhouse, you're never going to potted plant food the same turn. It's always happening the next turn. So I feel like it always might as well. This is a setup tech. It's a tempo finisher. You typically don't need a quick, like, 4 or 5 damage in this deck. I don't know. Because even if you have, like, bok choy, what's better with a buffed bok choy from Savage Spinach? A espresso fiesta or a plant food? A plant food would do 6. An espresso does 15. And it's a ridiculous combo, actually. And I hope we can pull it off one time today. Yeah, but we got a 5-5 going on 12 health without a block meter. So, I mean, he didn't even... I guess backup dancers would have been okay, but it looks like he just got... What is he doing? What superpower do you not play there? At least you lightning bolt the 3/3. Evaporate you don't play, but it means he has a... It means he started with either backup dancers or lightning bolt anyway. So why would he not... I'm very confused. Watch me whip. Watch banana. Is he just not doing anything? Has he played a card yet? La 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 la. He doesn't look like he's completely roping his plays, but I don't understand. But yeah, it's a 3-cost 5/3. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Dude, what is he doing? Bro fell asleep at the wheel. He's like falling asleep playing the game. I'm just like...
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, guys?
I don't get what this guy's deal is. What's your deal, bro? I don't think we're counting that game. No, I'm not counting it. I didn't play any cards. Kind of entertaining, though. All right. We need one more game for the bets. Let's go. Rust Bolt. It kind of feels like every matchup is a good matchup. I'm like, yes, Rust Bolt. Yes, Boogaloo. I don't know. K. You know, keeping Berry Blast isn't bad here. It's always going to be okay down the stretch. I don't mind this hand. What's better on turn 1? See, this is why we need Berry Blasts. It's the actual reason why. Oh, I forgot. You play this in lane 4. I broke my rule the next game. See, Bok Choy can't get Rolling Stones, but if he doesn't commit the Healthy Treat, it means we can Berry Blast the Teacher. That's the reason I was going to say to keep the Berry Blast. Because there are Teacher and Paparazzi. There's two things that you gotta get before they do stupid things. Alright, so I think we just go face here, right? Yeah, I'm a little bit on the fence about the P-Patches in this deck. Another card you could also run is just Wild Berry, which feels very good against like a Rust Bolt matchup. That's fine. Cool interaction, anti-hero against Rust Bolt Super is that this just goes down to a base of 0. I know it went down to 2, but that's only permanent. Basically, if you put something in front of it and then we clear it, it won't have 5 attack, but it will have 4 attack. It regains the anti-hero from the lane being cleared. It's kind of cool. Alright, so we can go 3 and 1. We can also go 2 and 2, which isn't bad. What is the priority here? Is priority just killing this? He passed. 3 and 1 would theoretically kill this. I mean, it gets knocked out pretty badly. I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna go with my gut. No, with my gut. Which does do this. This will also soften this target up so we can maybe kill it with Time to Shine next turn if we need to. And he's just drawing cards. Didn't really do much of anything there, okay? I love the 3 health here. It makes it live against 2 attack. It's so good, because now we'll just evolve something on here. And maybe Time to Shine as well. Kind of wanted that to proc the block, but that's okay. Probably Berry Blasting is right, so I'm going to put this on top of here. I could actually go Bok Choy and Time to Shine as well. I feel like the Time to Shine is going to be better later. Okay, guys, so look at this. Even though this is -3 attack... Oh, man. Umbrella Leaf in this matchup could be really good. Look, this goes up to 4. He's only got 2. See, again, once we kill the teacher, there's no rocket science there. I mean, we didn't know that it was a chemist, per se. He does have a card. He's just doing that to keep Gentleman alive and cycle the chemist trick. Kind of annoying. I think this Umbrella Leaf is going to be kind of good here. Maybe we'll stick it behind the typical Beanstalk. 2 gravestones. It's some combination of teleportation zombies and gentlemen's. What do we do here? I'm just trying to think if I should time to shine. If we don't, it's just going to be these two. I think this is right. Because now it is softening up this gentleman zombie. Everything's protected, so his tricks aren't going to do that much here. I guess a going viral would be good. Or 2. 2 going virals would be incredible. He does have Rolling Stone, too bad. Yeah, these gentlemen's are becoming a pain in the butt. Bro, really? We're gonna lose this game now. We just got too much value. Not good against gravestones, and yeah, these things with all this attack. I guess we'll grow this. What is our win condition right now? He's not doing a lot of damage, so maybe setting up some big espresso play? Here's the pass. There's nothing to think about, bro. You don't have Chungus Yeti. I feel like we're gonna need this time to shine down the stretch. He could almost play 2 Bad Moon Risings this turn. Okay. Trickster's at -10. No, not Extinction. He's getting these BS cards. He got Chickening and he got Extinction. Great. The 2-for-1s are real. Okay. Poison Ivy lives, so that's cool. Alright, so we need a top deck Espresso Fiesta and we need him to pass. And then we will be good to go. This thing has 6 attack. I don't even know how. Okay. Oh, great. Fantastic. Just stalling for time here. Okay. I guess I'll go face in lane 2. No. He has it going viral, and he's going face in lane 1. No. So much for time to shine being good. Alright. Still winnable. He's not going face. He's really just giving us like opportunities to get back into the game here. Against Captain Combustible, you are never safe. Okay? So now what? Another cabbage pulp. Francatois. So it does 2, 5, and 1. 2 and 6 actually. Alright, so we're dead. I guess this should have gone here. I would have made it. Or 2 and 2, yeah. It's guaranteed lethal, right? Yeah, it's guaranteed. Grow this. Alright. So we're in a 5 and 2 scenario. Here we go, guys. La, 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 la. Here we go. Yeah, so with the Grass Knuckles version of this, you could run Steel Magnolias instead of, let's say, the Poison Ivy. It could be good. Okay. Please. I guess you gotta keep an answer to Cheese Cutter, right? Alright, we'll get a Leafy card in the first couple of draws here, usually. Okay. Here's the game for the bets. We did get a Leafy card on 2, which is awesome. So this will go, yeah, here. It's Leafy, so you can play in the middle. We still have 2 lanes to play the typical Beanstalk. Alright, getting a Leafy card there, like getting this P-Patch, definitely worth it. Because now everything the engine just starts rolling here. Because there's a small chance this will die, might as well have 2 lanes to play the typical Beanstalk. It's not a chemist though, so that's good. How would you nerf Gravity? Just take out off of its stats a little bit. I kind of like the Untrickable, but maybe make it just 6-6 or 6-7, not 7-7. Okay. Yep, so I think we're probably just gonna play Bokchoy behind here. We haven't seen a superpower yet. I sort of want to play around Acid Rain, you know? Which would mean playing something on Heights. It's not terrible. Alright, we'll play around Acid Rain. Okay, we have the Banana Bomb that kills the teleportation zombie next turn. That's totally fine. Fine. So he played 2 Cryo Brains. It means he's got a lot of brains and not a lot of cards. Let's see if he goes Mechasaur here. If he is trying to, it's too late. Yeah, so this is pretty weak against the Morticia. These are pretty strong. So we're gonna go AU. AU to proc the block. And AU on the ground. Very strong play. It could be he was going for a teleport Mechasaur and he just didn't play around Berry Blast. It's kind of silly. Evaporate is totally fine. That's a card that a 3-cost card that already drew another card and already basically killed the teleportation zombie. Let's see what he's got here. Going face with Cheese Cutter. Okay. He really wants more cards, I guess. And Trickster. Alright. I just feel like he's getting low enough they maybe play a little more defensive there, but to each their own. We have a really good trade with the spotted Powerhouse against the Trickster. And setting up Espresso next turn. So, I think setting up a bigger minion for the Espresso next turn is correct. I think I'm going to do this one so it doesn't die to Alien Ooze. It doesn't really matter. And then this will go here. Thinking Cat. We could dodge the rocket science here. He got chopped from Thinking Cap. Come on! What has been the Thinking Cap today? No! Oh, that's the whole game right there, man. If he... Oh, no, he's able to kill everything. Wow, we're probably going to lose because of that chop. It was literally, that was the entire game was him getting chopped from Thinking Cap when we have a 10-10 potted Powerhouse on the board. Come on, man. Blocks? No. Of course not. So now what? So annoying. I don't know, man. Should I keep a second minion alive for the Espresso play next turn? Like, this does 9. It doesn't even do 10. There's so little chance of us winning here, man. It's so... He has 3 cards and then he passed with 9. Like, what do you think is going to happen? Okay, we'll play around Baboon Rising. That's the whole... We literally would have won with Espresso. It would have been GG's. It would have been guaranteed lethal. 100%. That's a good sign, I guess. Okay. What just happened? Did the game just soft lock? Why, though? Why did my game just soft lock from him playing Thinking Cap? Hello? All right, well, I guess you guys get one more match. I guess that's the good news. What the hell is this? Is this a new glitch? If someone in the YouTube comment section can explain to me why we're getting soft locked here, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, well, that's that. It's so dark. What is happening? Fix get. Okay, my game has black fix now. What is happening here? This is just what my game looks like. This is not okay. I can't fix it either. I can't fix it. It's all going so dark. Bro, I don't know what's happening. All right, well, we're gonna start the app over. What? I've never seen this glitch before. I've never ever seen this. What the heck just happened?
I feel like zombies always have a puncher's chance because they can conjure till you run out of steam or conjure an answer.
What? Why do zombies have better conjure than plants? Because that's the way they made the game. There isn't like a deep reason to it. That was crazy. We probably, I mean, no, we're not counting the game. The game was winnable. I don't care. If he gets a big donut from that Thinking Cap, we'll actually win the game with Espresso next turn in lane 5. Think of it. If he can't add damage to the board, and he can't kill the... doesn't get a removal card. It's pretty unlikely. But if I got a couple of rock walls, we win, you know? What is my game won't even start now? Guys, here's my game. What is happening? The game's dead. It won't start. Bruh. There's no way a BlueStacks error caused PvZ Heroes to go dark mode on us, right? Guys, we found PvZ Heroes dark mode. Okay. Alright, well. Alright, guys, here's game 8 for the bets. We're in a 5-2 scenario. You know, having a bunch of 1-drops against Super Brains exactly is pretty damn good. Because he has no small removal. Let's do these versatility next turn, I think. Alright, here's game 8. I would not, of course I'm not refunding the bets. What? That doesn't even make sense. Alright, I think we learn our lesson and just kill this thing. Die! We have the answer. It's called bok choy, bitches. Oh yeah, my friends list is gone. Do you guys see this? The friends list has just disappeared. It doesn't exist. Bro, what the hell was that? That's That's a win, though. We're ahead. That's a win. That's a win. I feel so bad for the no voters. That's a win, guys. All right, you know what? I'm making an executive decision. Even though typically I'm going to count that as a win, I'm going to play one last. I'm not going to count it as a win or a loss for the bets. We're playing one final game. I'm going to let those two last games cancel each other out. Because that was BS. There's no way we're ending the stream on that, guys. All right, it's a hand. It do be a hand. What's better here, Bogcha or Clickpea? That's tough, man. I love the team ups, but the chances of either of these living are low, so I think I'd rather this one get zapped. Ah, I see, the nibble would have killed this. I don't really, well, this is still on the board in case we like Savage Spinach later. I think it's good. All right, here we go. We have turn 2, 3, 4 against Boogaloo. I like our odds. Double bungee? Bungee evaporate? Damn, okay. Wow. So we'll give him one of these. Where does this go? I mean, theoretically, we're playing on Trapper and Total Eclipse, but no one runs those. I think I'm doing this. Here? He's not teleporting anything in. We're playing around backup dancers by doing this, but he had Evaporate, so he never has backup dancers. So this goes in front, because the Savage Spinach can actually has more health, so it will protect this lane better. No! Total Eclipse! God damn it! No! No! Oh, that actually really hurts this entire game. We'll put the 4 cost 3/6 for some tempo here, but that actually really hurts. No, it's Control Boogaloo. No, bro. That's not what we want to face for this last game. Really not. Control Boogaloo with Surfboard Zombie. Okay. Because he's overcommitting, I guess we just go face here, right? For 8, it's so much. He doesn't necessarily have a Locust Storm or anything next turn. Is this smart? He'll be down to 10 with an Espresso in hand. I think we're gonna do this. Bro overcommitted. It's mid-range Control Boogaloo with Surfer. I don't understand. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Bro. So the safest play is Berry Blasting this one, but why not just Berry Blast this and then Savage in one? I think that's right. And then we'll have 2 Espresso targets for next turn, regardless of how the block meter goes here. This has to be right. Don't evolve it. No, bad. It's Ohio Boogaloo, exactly. It's Bruce straight up redneck. No, see, we rolled a 1. But Espresso still wins like lane 1 here. I don't know, wow, okay, he's healing. He's at 10. So let's see if we can dodge the gravestone here. We'll win the game. We guaranteed lethal against no gravestone. Please? Yes! That's guaranteed. Alright. Guys! A fantastic stream. It's gonna end like that. Hell yeah! But yeah, that's a pretty good combo, not gonna lie. La 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 la. All right, so we're 6-2. We're calling it a night or a day, whatever time of day it is. I think that's the intro too. Potted Powerhouse is so back. It was good. It was really, really good. It's like a really solid win condition for espresso. It's so powerful, man. Only costs 5. Kind of like it. Is Potatosaurus just better? I don't know. Maybe because it's untrickable. It's possible even than this deck, Potatosaurus is better. But I'm glad we got the good Potted Powerhouse deck. It definitely is arguably better because it's cheaper and starts bigger usually. Yeah, I don't know what that guy was doing. He played Unlife after the orchestra. That was crazy, man. But anyway, guys, the answer is yes. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to see more Leafy decks, be sure to subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. This is Fry. Oh, we're doing more Leafy decks. Believe you me. We're doing it with all 4 heroes. Maybe we'll do the Grass Knuckles one next. That was crazy. Totally unscripted, guys. A marvelous day. 500 people on YouTube. Not bad. Not bad. Da 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 dum, ba da da bum, ba da da ba 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 ba. It's not a bad hand. Oh, I forgot. We do daily challenge bets. I totally forgot. Guys, will I win the daily challenge? The betting starts now. I'm gonna take a 1-minute break. Na 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 la la la. All right. Here we go. Bruh. Ow. I think this is gonna go here. This will just go on heights. Can't do it on heights anymore. Stop roping the bot. Ow. Damn, Lily's good. Good card. Okay. What should I do? This one? This one? This one? This one. We'll block lane 1. No, we won't. Does this have team up? No. Okay, so just 4 bullseye. Ow. The hell? Die! Now we can actually play cards.
Ain't that nice?
No! No time to shine! Ow! My face hurts. Yeah, that Forget-Me-Nots kind of screwed us. I think we just go Rocket Bungee and try to reset sanity here. Bruh. Yeah, we lose. if we don't do this. Die, bitch. So now what? I don't know.
I do not know.
I really don't know what to do here. There isn't a defensive play other than clogging 2 lanes, I suppose. Maybe we'll binary stars Bungie next turn for the win. Hey! Bruh! So annoying. Ow. Block the block. Time to die. Time to die. Time to die. It's a little bit risky. If he puts 6 damage in lane 1, we lose. Fine, I'll do this here. If we would lose to Potatosaurus in 1 if we played this here. Don't grave bust me! Oh, really? I have to deal with this when I'm playing ranked every single day, and now I have to deal with it in the daily goddamn challenge. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is bad. This is bad, folks. This is very bad. Okay, so we have the Bungie at least. We're also doing 6 to his face. And I don't see this Headhunter doing anything yet. That's the problem. Die! Oh my gosh, Time to Shine just... He's holding Time to Shine though, right? Certainly is. He didn't play Time to Shine. So it's in his hand. I mean, the only way we really play around it... We could go Headhunter, I guess. 2-4. Is this a dancing environment? So we play 2-4. We can go 1-2. I don't know what to do. There isn't really a play here. I mean, I guess it's Headhunter and then Overshoot, and that plays around Time to Shine, kind of. It means he has to not have 3 damage in his hands, which he does, you know? He used Time to Shine? Okay. That's nice. The chat's saying he used it. Alright, we're going for the win. We lose to Plant Food. Okay. So that does 2. And he decides not to go face. Ah! No, he's going face! Oh, we're only doing 4. Ah, we lose. Oh well. We lost another daily challenge. He didn't have Plant Food. He had Double Strike Protect. Bobblehead's not a good card, guys. Alright, let's check the decks. You guys know how it goes. We have a Discord invite. I guess we'll do that first. La, la, la. Thank you to our Vex lol. Welcome to the Discord. That is in your Twitch DMs. Next, we got Golden Sub. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Golden Sub is setting an Infinity Imp deck with Graveyard Cowboy and Pogo as a finisher. Also some healthy treats. I don't know. I don't think the new Mini Ninja really just makes imps that don't have teleports good, but it would be nice if this worked. There's something cool here that unless you're against Spadal that has both Grave Removal and Berry Blast, this deck will be kind of good against everything. Maybe there's something here. Gareed is next. If you know, you know. Do you guys even know? Next. Random person. Another Leafy deck from Random Person. With yeah. So you're ramping up. You're running Umbrella Leaf with Laser Beam. I kind of like it. Cob Cannon. Gatling. Yeah, it's more or less is what it would look like. I'll probably bring in this deck sometime soon. Void Spiral. Void Spiral says devs haven't fixed Nibble, so I fixed it for them. What? Some people, I think they made like a mod that fixed the Nibble bug. How come the top of the screen's chopped off? But yeah, it looks like some people have some, yeah. I think like if both people have the mod installed and they play against each other, it actually fixes the bug. Dangu the Mate is next. Dangu the Mate. Yeah, science. So the deck should be probably squeezed. You know, you have 5 lines here, and we need just a couple more going virals if you have them, obviously. You probably don't need the gatekeepers in this deck. Probably don't need the cryo brains or the trickster. There could end up being a good science deck. You know, you probably need more genetics though, some teachers. There probably is a good tempo science deck with Rust Bolt. Genetic, teacher, healthy treat, drone engineer. I kind of like the idea going viral and then gadget. I think I'm gonna try that. I do love science decks. Nice idea. Mira Clay is next. Budget, root, and heal. Heal, root, and heal. So I don't really see the synergy between root and heal. It doesn't need to be though. Starch Lord, independently good card. Garlic is okay. So is Blockbuster, and so is heal. Really lacking win conditions, though. You don't really have anything that makes your cards go face other than removing. I wonder if the deck would benefit from, like, Walnut Bowling, maybe, instead of Garlic, perhaps, or instead of the Galactic Cactus. You don't really need to be removing things with Galactic Cactus if you're running a heal. And all the water balloons and stuff. I think maybe just straight remove 4 Galacta and add 4 Walnut Bowling. And then you're healing with a win condition, you know? But deck looks like you have a lot of answers to a lot of basically everything. I think 3 Gravebusters, 4 Blockbusters is way too much overkill for the removal too. So maybe instead you can keep the Galacta, take out the Gravebusters, and add in the Walnut Bowlings. And that way you'll have another little base for your Blockbusters, or remove the Blockbusters, whichever one you want. Vinux is next. Try this deck because all the cards are buffed. Except for Elderberry. What's the idea of this? Yeah, mixed nuts. I haven't gotten a lot of success with mixed nuts. I've been trying it. It seems like it should be good. It would be nice to make a mixed nuts deck. So it's a ramp strike through deck. Yeah, it would be better these days. All right, maybe. All right, good stream. Yeah, Cupcan and Bok Choy. I love Chumzilla these days. Oh, did I not resolve the bets from the daily? My bad. Let's try not to make spoilers. So the answer is no, right? We lost the daily, right? Yeah. All right, guys, I gotta go. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good day, everybody.